Episode 2. How's it going?
Good. How are you, fellow human?
I am fine. We are human.
We are not AI.
Now,
We will present the information now.
sir.
Yes.
Listen to our positions and memories about... Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Okay, so let's start this off with a bang.
Because the future people work for a lot less. They dig their jobs. They dig their jobs. They dig their jobs.
Hey everybody, welcome to They Took Your Jobs, a podcast about AI and the poor humans left in their wake. My name's Grant. You're about to meet my co-host Mike. Let's go. My mom just texted me a segment about artificial intelligence on Sunday morning. Would you like to watch it?
Yeah.
Great.
These days, even the least talented of us can create artwork to rival Rembrandt with just a few clicks.
She's like, there you go. Just nailed it.
Artificial intelligence, the good, the bad, and the unknown. To begin, David Pogue explores the art of AI.
All right, Pogue. Let's go.
DALL-E 2 is artificial intelligence software that can turn anything you type into art in any style. Portraits of a panda in the style of Renoir. And
Yep. Boom.
it gets pretty good reactions. Avocado giving a high five in orange and space in the style of Van Gogh. Go.
It's like I showed this to my crew and they thought it was pretty sick.
Let's validate this by showing college students.
That is awesome. Awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Dude.
That is frightening and fascinating all at the same time.
Wow.
It's easy to see how this technology will change the game. Graphic design, interior design, architecture,
I might be understating it.
and movie making.
Through deep learning, it not only understands individual objects, like koala bears and motorcycles, but learns from relationships between objects.
We have the power.
Is that what it said?
No, that's how I make it. Makes me feel though. Like we can now create a motorcycle riding koala.
Yeah, it's interesting. They said DALL-E, like Salvador Dali, because it reminds me of what's the Dada artist? What's his name? Marcel Duchamp.
Yeah. Like you can say anything's art, basically.
Yeah, like when he put the toilet in the art museum. It's
Right.
Like, here's my piece.
Yeah.
But
Like,
he
this
did.
is not a pipe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he did that stuff that was like ready-mades, where you just combine two different things.
Yep.
And I feel like that's exactly what this tech. I mean, it's good for
It's like
lots
the
of
most
stuff, but
sophisticated ready-mades
yeah.
in the history of humankind, and it spits them out at light speed.
Yeah. Yeah. And you wrote about this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
Continue?
Yeah.
Why would someone hire someone when they could just get something that's good enough? And this
Yeah.
is my studio area.
Concept artist Carla Ortiz has designed characters, creatures, and costumes for many Marvel movies. But her biggest concern isn't unemployment. It's that professional artists' work has wound up in OpenAI's database. That's how DALL-E knows how to imitate the style of Norman Rockwell, or Picasso, or Ansel Adams.
They really fucked Picasso now, huh?
Oh my god.
Looked like
Of all the
like my-
Picasso paintings they can choose
looks
from.
like my cousin drew that or something.
Exactly. They chose his childhood drawing from
Oh my god. You remember your untalented basement dwelling favorite artist Picasso?
Done so by licensing.
They would say, hey, Carla, we love your style. We would love that to be an option in our algorithms. Here's some money.
Something like that.
The AI companies say they're listening. For example, Stability AI recently announced that it will let artists opt out of future versions of its database. But OpenAI also worried about other downsides, like people churning out images containing porn, violence, or misinformation.
Dun, dun, dun.
Images of weapons, blood, gore.
So I could put in the president killing kittens.
Exactly, and the system will give you an error. It won't let you do that.
DALL-E also
Hell.
tries to compensate for the racial.
Can't have bad thoughts.
It's a real bummer.
No
eh?
bad thoughts,
Yeah.
Michael.
I know.
So even the
Censorship is fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll try to even pick that.
exactly.
But not all AI companies have built in that kind of safeguards.
I noticed with Midjourney, like if you don't, I don't know if this is still true, but when I was using it in the open forum, if you just give it minimal information, it'll always give you like a portrait of a woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It just like ends up with a woman, like kind of
Yeah.
some nondescript, unidentifiable race of a woman.
Yeah. Or maybe it was, I think when I changed it, because I don't know if I think you have to type after it now, but if you do an image prompt, it would just, like the canvas would be a woman, like a portrait of a woman.
Interesting.
And it would kind of use your image and like put it on that.
Yeah.
And but I think now you have to type something, so I don't know if it'll still do that, but
Huh.
yeah,
Good.
pretty neat.
To build it and figure out what the best way to use this amazing technology is.
This is the Stable Diffusion guy, I believe.
Oh, nice.
I could be
is
wrong.
the CEO of Stability AI. Its program, Stable Diffusion, is open source, free to anyone, without restrictions or guardrails. That approach has rung a lot of alarm bells. We think putting this out there so people can see the power of the technology and then figure out together how we can mitigate the harms is superior to it being in the province of unelected companies. The state of the art in AI art is getting there. These early apps still sometimes have trouble with text
Vector Taylor.
and generating the usual number of fingers,
Yeah.
but they're improving fast.
Whoa, that's
And
so cool.
meanwhile, AI apps that generate audio and video are already in testing. For artist Carla Ortiz, these are distressing developments. She believes that there's value in the creative process itself.
It's therapeutic. It's inspiring. It's communicating between one human and another. AI tools can't do that just yet.
But Stability AI CEO Imad Mostaq is all in on the AI arts. I think it's one of the biggest leaps forward we've had in technology since maybe the internet. It will pick brand new industries and it will make media even more exciting and entertaining. I think that creates loads of new jobs. It's coming inevitably. And I think it's just going to change just about everything.
All right.
Why was
there
that
it
the
is.
closer? That's okay.
Circuit board yellow sun, because that's their logo for the show is a yellow sun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I get it.
As a long-time Sunday morning viewer, I can give you all the notes. Yep. I mean, if it's on Sunday morning,
Yeah.
you know it's coming in hot.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Thanks, Nana. So actually, one of the things I saw this week that I figured I would bring up, and I think we maybe should do it for the show, is you send me the like face with the that was like puppeted by audio.
Oh, yeah.
We should do that for ourselves for the show, and just make
Oh.
like fake puppets that we can put
The
to
only-
the podcast.
Yeah, that would be cool. The only thing with that is they only give you 5 minutes.
Ah, damn.
And even if you buy it, if you pay $60 a month, it's like 15 minutes a month.
Ah, shit.
So-
yeah. All right, never mind.
It's not very practical. It would only be good for like TikToks or something
Right.
at the moment.
All right. Well, maybe just that section that we just talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like for a talking head that's not
The
enough
skull one you
time.
made was really cool.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought it
nice.
was. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I could see that being a thing for like streamers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like where it's like there's like some puppet that's built and you can just sit in front of a camera and it's like putting a puppet on stream.
Yeah.
You know? Like
That's cool.
something like that. It'd be super cool. Like an
Yeah.
animated puppet. I mean, people are kind of already doing it, but not like a photo real one.
Yeah, I thought that would be cool. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work with like singing, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, maybe I can make some music videos easily. It's kind of clunky, but it's
Oh yeah, but that's like, I mean, it's
but for the amount of time, it's pretty insane.
I feel like it's like you could do some crazy stuff with it too. Like if you put it into After Effects and like if you put it to like, I don't know, just like comp it in and make it even look even more like a shot where it's like there's like a little bit of camera movement and like stuff like that.
Yeah,
It'd be so weird.
Put a what do you call it, depth map on it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to zoom in because it puppets the image, so it kind of has a cutoff for it.
Right.
And so, because that guy has this insane hair that went up, and so it kind of was like glitching around his head
Yeah.
because it cut off his hair. So it has to be like either the person can't have high hair or it has to be tight, like a tight shot.
I saw this one too it's like
So I really want to share this with you. This is totally awesome. You generate humans by actually just choosing one from up here. It's on a page of Drawing to Humans. Link is in the description below. And here you just click the Generate Human button and
yeah, I mean, it was too.
That's funny.
great tip.
So if you need humans,
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of cool. It's like this person does not exist, but this person's full body shot does not exist.
right? Yeah.
That's cool. What's that called?
I think she says it.
This is totally awesome. You generate humans by actually just choosing one from up here. It's on a page called Drawing to Humans.
Okay.
Drawing to humans.
Drawings to humans. I gotta write that down.
Yeah. It might be on like, that looks like it might be like Facehugger or something. Do you know that website? It's like a development platform.
Oh yeah, I've heard about
Hugging
that.
Face, is that what
Hugging
it's called?
Face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Facehugger?
Yeah, I'm really curious of what these court cases are going to come up with, because the Corridor Crew video I just watched was it seemed like what they're going to have to establish is that for fair use, that like for them scraping Getty images and whatever they were scraping, which was like 250 terabytes of images that they scraped, that for fair use they're just going to have to make the argument that it was transformative and not derivative.
Interesting.
Which, I mean, people don't think about it now because, well, maybe some people do, but I mean, now when you make a copy, it's like pretty much the same. But you remember like in the 90s when you had a copy machine and you like copy your face or
Yeah,
your
and it looked all
ass or-
shitty and
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
like kind of different, like a different
Yeah.
texture. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could argue that that's transformative.
yeah, but it's like the whole thing like couldn't even exist without taking in that artwork,
Totally.
you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
shouldn't they get something for that use?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, even if it's like not being directly ripped from a certain composition every time.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree. I mean, the model, I don't know exactly how Midjourney works. I know it's based on Stable Diffusion, but the model, yeah, it wouldn't be anything without the art that it is trained on. And it's totally dependent on that.
yeah. So it's like, I mean, that to me is like almost case enough for like artists being upset.
Yeah.
I mean, like let me get paid, you know, if you're
Yeah.
gonna use us to create work, like
Yeah.
even if it's derivative, it doesn't fucking matter. You literally are like training the models with real artwork.
Yeah, they should get something. I hope that's the case. I mean, yeah, for artists, it'd probably be better if it just got shut down. If they didn't get compensated, because otherwise it's just, I don't know, it's like slippery slope.
Right, yeah. But it's not going anywhere.
Probably not.
Yeah, so if that's not an option, then how do they get paid, right? Like,
Yeah. They should get royalties, I would think, or
Something like
something like for just using it in the database. They should get paid.
Yeah,
something.
it's like if it's in
in
the
the
database, it's gonna be really tough because so much art like isn't copyrighted.
It's not.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I guess not.
yeah. And so I would assume like, but I feel like there's got to be a lot of work that's out there that's not even copyrighted, and it's just like, well, then fuck them. So yeah, this is I'm trying to find out. It just is a group of artists are suing AI art generators. But I'm like, what group of artists? I'm just interested to know.
Hey, who are they?
Oh, so this is different. So Getty is also suing them. Getty Images provides licenses to leading technology innovators for purposes relating to training artificial intelligence systems in a manner that respects personal and intellectual property rights, said the company, which prohibits the sale of AI-generated art. Stability. Okay. Oh, so they're suing Getty's suing Stability AI because they did not get a license from Getty to use their images. Well, that seems obvious.
Oh, have you seen this runway.ml? Have you seen that?
No, what's that?
It's supposedly AI powered video editing website that you can erase.
Runaway or runway?
Runway.ml. Yeah, and it can take things out or replace things
Oh, wow.
pretty fast, which I guess you can do in After Effects, but from the demo it looks cleaner. Maybe what Nuke would do, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Even just to cut stuff out for backgrounds and do
Yeah, there's a bunch of tools in there. I think there's one too where it can extend your scene, your frame. You can just type what you want it to be in the extension.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
All from your browser. I like that. The NVIDIA broadcast stuff I want to talk about. Because that, to me, is just super trippy to look at. But that's the one where it's doing eye tracking and replacement in real time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
That shit is wild.
that is wild.
Yeah, because it basically, not just will solve things for, people who are reading a script on camera, but, for people who are, vlogging and can't help looking at themselves.
It's the cure for narcissism.
Yeah. Or
Or
it's
vanity.
no, it's not a cure. It's going to let everyone dive into it without being known.
Oh, right, yeah. The rock you can hide under.
Yeah. It's like the reason Casey Neistat wears sunglasses is because you can't see him looking at how it looks in the screen.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Why he did that.
Yeah, pretty sure that's a big reason why he wears sunglasses in his videos.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Because it's distracting
Yeah.
sometimes when you can see that somebody is watching themselves and not,
Yeah.
addressing the camera.
So now he can do an episode where he takes the sunglasses.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah,
perfectly
and you see
maintaining.
them twitch every little bit. It's definitely not perfect from some
Yeah.
demos I've seen.
Yeah.
But man, they've I don't think they released or started releasing stuff for the broadcast kit or whatever, but it'll do green screen instantly without a green screen.
Really?
Yeah. It'll do audio cleanup and then it'll do this eye tracking and replacement.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So that was a cool thing to see this week. You cold? I can turn
Yeah.
the heater.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just always cold. Let's turn the heat up to 80. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get this Etsy shop set up just to try it out, to
To
selling
sell
some
artwork?
Yeah, some AI art stuff. And yeah, well, the first thing I ran into was just the resolution thing.
Oh, because it's only 512 by 512 or something like that.
Or, yeah, it's
everything.
1024 by 1024.
Okay, yeah.
And but then there's another AI tool made by Topaz. Well, I probably shouldn't plug it. But yeah, it's there's another AI.
Was it upscale?
Yeah, it upscales it.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
Looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, and they have a video one too.
Amazing.
So now basically that shit that you saw in the X-Files where they're enhance. They're looking at security camera footage
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
100 feet away, and like it's like you barely see a person. It just looks like a blob, like moving towards maybe a car. And then they're like, enhance, 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 and they do that like 50 times, and then you see like
A perfect photo of the person.
yeah, of like the person's eye, and you see like, wow, they have blue eyes. They're so pretty. Yeah, now you can do that. Maybe not to that extreme, but yeah, it's pretty insane.
Is that just for stills, or will it do for video too?
No, for video.
That's cool.
I got the one for stills because I was because I had to use it for the Etsy shop. I didn't get the video one yet because the stills one was like $100 and the video one's like $250. So I didn't get the video one yet because I don't really have a use for it at the moment.
Yeah.
Because everyone shoots at like 8K or whatever. So
Right.
it's just like this would have been useful in the 90s, you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
When all the 4K TVs are around.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty wild, pretty useful.
So do you have it set up? Are you set up on Etsy? Are you slinging?
I haven't set up. I just put up one listing so far and have it through like a print on demand thing.
Okay.
And then I had Kelly buy one, and we'll just see what
how
it looks like.
Yeah.
See if it sucks or how long it takes, and then just leave a review like, wow, this is great. I don't know who this guy is, but holy moly.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Guacamole.
Yeah, so
Well, that's cool.
yeah.
What's the Etsy site?
Well, I actually used ChatGPT to come up with the shop name.
No way.
And I can't fucking remember it. Let's see. Maybe I can send you the link.
That's beautiful.
Like,
What we got to come up with a new image for this week's thumbnail too. I don't think it should be the same one every week.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't think it needs to be South Park either.
Grant, airdrop this to you.
Here.
That
Ooh,
was part of
post-punk
the.
fight.
Yeah, that was just one of the batches from that punk thing.
Yeah.
But yes,
Sold out.
I know. See, that's the other thing I need to figure out.
Oh, I
'cause-
thought you were like
no, it's
making
just
money.
one. Like it just made one, and then once that sold, it was
Digital
sold out.
Dream Studio Company. That's your name. No wonder you couldn't remember.
I
it.
know, it's so like the vaguest shit ever.
It's Studio Company Productions.
Part of it was
So
like like you think of one and then it's taken.
No items listed.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Oh, okay, got
yeah,
it.
like I was just trying to figure out how to do it and hook up to Printful, and then and then Kelly ordered that last night, and then it hasn't been like they haven't fulfilled it yet, so I have to make sure that's working. So I've messaged them, and I just want to make sure it works before I upload a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Not that, and then you can run ads on there too to like get people there. I think like the more it also is just based off of what the fuck people want to buy, but
Right.
I don't know if they want to buy this shit. Or if that many people want to buy it. But like,
This is just a digital download, this guy's thing.
yeah,
$3.
$3.
Or you could just, I guess, right click and save it.
Yeah. Got my NFT right here.
Do you
Nice fucking try.
Does
Buddy.
Etsy make you like say if it's AI or not? No, right?
No,
I
I kind of just looked at someone else who was doing it already. This guy Neptunian Glitterball,
Of course.
because he's on Instagram
Neptunian
and I
Glitterball.
thought he was selling on Etsy. So I kind of just like copied his format to part way, not all the way, but just see what he was doing. He was doing like limited prints.
All right, well, let us know when you sell a t-shirt.
Okay. Yeah. See if anything happens.
That's fun though.
Yeah, it's fun to try.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't. I think there's like 90 million sellers on Etsy. I don't
yeah,
really.
it's insane.
I don't know. I think I meant to mention this last time, but something about the AI art. It's another obvious benefit, but just how much you can generate. Like it makes it a lot more feasible to make a shop or become a content creator,
Yeah.
because obviously the time to it takes to make it is greatly reduced.
Right.
Like before like me just thinking about all the videos I would have to shoot to like keep an Instagram running, like post a video every day. It's just like,
It's wild. That's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's like-
work.
totally. So it's just completely overwhelming because you're like, how am I going to make like rad shit every day?
Yeah.
Do I have to like travel constantly, or I don't know. It just seems pretty kind of expensive too in a way. But
Definitely expensive, but you get to travel to all those cool places.
yeah. I mean, I guess, if that's your main gig or something, you can do it, then that's awesome. But
I don't know if I talked about this last week or I started to think about it and then I couldn't find it. But this guy on Twitter, his name is James White. He goes by @Signal Noise. He's been an artist for like ever, since like the 90s, I'm pretty sure. And so he started to train like his own model of like Midjourney to like his style. And so he was producing work through it. And so I thought this was a cool thread because it's his like essentially a few thoughts based on his experiences using Midjourney from a very talented professional artist. So these are fun. It's just like in a professional sense, the outputs alone aren't all that usable. They look nice, but clients will always have feedback. What if we have to change the background or alter the lighting? AI outputs aren't consistent enough, I would say yet, or editable at the moment. So that's not helpful.
yeah, that's a good point.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know how much an AI output might pull from a single image. Is the entire composition and background the same? I have no way of knowing, and neither do the clients or brands, so I can see them being wary of jumping in at this point. So I thought this was cool. He's working on a comic, and Midjourney is excellent for prevising, just what you've talked about, Mike, and concepting designs and scenes.
Oh, yeah.
I can zero in on specific visual setups and get a number of options before I sketch the characters or panels, later.
Yeah.
Super handy, he says.
I bet, too, he could, like, draw a sketch and then be like, can you fill this in?
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
might be interesting.
And then
yeah.
just be like,
Sweet,
thanks.
yeah.
Save me some time.
AI is fun, but the user still needs to have a level of artistic/technical knowledge to edit the flat outputs when needed, or to use them as reference to build something else. And he ends with, artists have to decide for themselves how they use AI in their process and how they feel about it altogether. It's a complex conversation. I agree. Super cool to see what he's doing.
Yeah.
You can actually, on Twitter, he's been posting the progress of the comic book. And so it's been really fun to like see him. He basically, I think he posted today that he's been wanting to finish a comic book for like 30 years and has started and stopped a couple times.
Oh, wow.
And now he's like basically got it all boarded
by using
Midjourney.
Wow. That's
And-
sick.
Yeah. And so I thought that will be pretty cool because it's a ton of work.
Yeah.
So here he says, earlier today or yesterday, over the last 20 years, I've started and quit a few comics, always wanted to make my own, but could never see it through. And that Street Wolf, the name of his comic, is his goal for 2023. And I'd say he's on the way to do it.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not all scary out there.
No. I mean, I think if you use it the right way, and then especially if you're an artist, I've seen a couple other artists on YouTube as well, just saying that they still use it even though they are trained artists.
Yeah.
It's just a very useful tool, and you have to know how to use it.
Yeah. Learn how to use it.
Yeah.
Just like any other tool.
I would say though too, like the most fun I think right now, at least for me, is just seeing like the weird shit it'll come up with.
Yeah.
There is some stuff it's not well trained on. That I'm sure it will be, but it's not good at skateboarding. I'll tell you that.
Really?
I tried to do like a guy like board sliding
Kick
a
forward,
rail.
good board, yeah.
It
And
was
just
like
doesn't
what?
know
It
what the hell
it
you're talking
just
about.
made this weird thing. It didn't look like a skateboard. It just has some guy jumping like no skateboard. So there's some holes in it.
That's
where
fascinating.
I typed in ninjas and it drew like fencing guys. That's not a ninja.
No,
I'm
it's
talking
totally different.
like a black gi,
yeah,
face covered, just the eyes.
yeah, a
Sword.
ninja.
Yeah, ninja.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
5-year-olds know.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you mix up fencing and ninjas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely different.
No. So I mean, yeah, and then because of that, like, I mean, it could, maybe I'm, not writing the prompt right, but I don't think so. I think it just, at least in some instances, it doesn't know.
That context.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, even if it's seen it, it hasn't been like maybe told,
Yeah.
That's what that is. Well, it's like with the hands.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't know what to do with the fucking hands.
That's pretty funny.
and it's pretty funny,
Yeah.
right?
Or like, and then when you hit that roadblock, it's like, well, what can you do? You can get an image of a ninja and put it in there. And then you can insist on your idea. Or if you're just messing around, you can be like, well, and then you can just change it to something else. So that's, I think, right now how that could affect your creative process if you're, depending on how you work,
Right, yeah.
because then you could be like, well, maybe it's not a ninja, maybe it's
A
you know,
pirate.
yeah. And then it just totally changes what you're going to make,
Yeah. It's like, with any art, it's like those happy accidents.
Yeah.
Just like fucking Bob Ross, dude. It's like, just...
It's like, oh, Bobby Ross.
Yeah. We need the Bob Ross AI, dude. Just like the
Dude.
most zenned out like version of image generation or generation like possible.
Dude, I bet he's trained. I bet they trained it on Bob Ross.
Oh yeah.
I bet you could do it in the style of Bob Ross and, like put in a photo of your house or something.
Oh man, that's a
in
good
the style
idea.
of Bob Ross.
That's a
He's
good
like a
idea.
landscape guy,
Yeah.
right? That's like all
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. Or like you guys in the hot tub boat in the style of Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Like the
bridge in the
cityscape.
background.
Yeah.
All that. Some seagulls flying over our head.
Yes.
Rays coming through.
Dude.
Sun rays.
Look at this happy hot tub boat.
Happy little hot tub boat.
Yeah.
For those wondering what hot tub boats are, if anyone's listening, I suggest you just Google it and you just see if you're interested.
Yeah.
Contact your local hot tub yacht club.
Yeah. Thank him later.
Yeah, if we get some free hot tub passes, please send them our way.
Yes.
I was really hoping we could do those the puppets.
I know, right?
It'd be so fun to have us like in each corner,
Yeah.
like talking.
Dude. Yeah.
I think there's a way. I don't know.
I think it must take a lot of computer power or something, which is why they can't do that much. But in terms of like use, it's not that useful. If you think about like an hour-long YouTube video, which any person could
Right.
make like one a day or more, and so they're saying 15 minutes a month is kind of insane for practical use. But
Yeah, I meant to talk to you about this, and maybe this isn't exactly AI stuff, but it definitely is in that world. Have you heard of NERPs? Dude, they're essentially like scans of like a room.
Oh wait, maybe I saw
And, like, people are,
Corridor
like-
Crew did
Yeah.
this, right?
And you can like move basically once you have all the data of the room, you can then like put the camera wherever the fuck you want
Yeah.
digitally.
Yeah.
And you can like basically create these incredible shots like after the fact.
That is pretty cool.
Oh man, like think
It's
of it as
insane.
like if you had a 360 camera, but instead of just like warping around the camera, you could literally like if I was like drinking a cup, like you could like fly into the cup and like come back out and like I blew my mind when
That's
I saw it
wild.
the first time. Yeah. This McDonald's commercial used it. But look at this.
There's like some bullet time.
Yeah. Like Matrix bullet timing
Wow.
stuff.
That's crazy. So
So
it's some kind of like LiDAR,
yes.
like
Scan, like 3D scan.
augment or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm
cool.
sure there's also some VFX wizardry, like making stuff look clean, but
Yeah, that's cool.
that to me is like so fun to think about.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know what NERF stands for, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said in that video.
blocks or vast mountains of
Neutral
unstructured documents.
radiance
Dear fellow scholars,
fields.
this is 2-minute papers with Dr. Caro Johnny Fahey. Today, we are going to
It's not the darts, the Nerf darts. Remember Nerf, like the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it makes me really wish I had bought an iPhone Pro because it has all the LiDAR stuff.
Oh, only the pros can do that, or?
I got a Pro.
But it's essentially, yeah, it's like you wave the camera around and capture all the data. And it's like, because it's using the LiDAR and the picture,
Yeah.
it captures all of it and it like puts it together. And you can essentially like move around the scene.
And then it just textures it, or?
Yeah, it uses the images that it's capturing with the camera in junction with the LiDAR.
Oh, right. So, yeah, you have to, like, do, like, a bunch of photos.
You gotta, like, pass.
a
Yeah,
lot
do
of
a bunch of
photos in
pass.
in
Yeah.
a 360.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
But then
That
it's
is
like
really
a bunch
cool.
of coding, like...
That's wild.
Here from the web browser, you can click on AI Magic Tools, and it will show you a bunch of different AI Magic Tools that you can try out for both audio, video, and image. So I'm going to show you 3 of their video tools that I think you're going to find really useful. The first one is InPainting. InPainting allows you to remove people or objects from your video. Now, removing objects from images is really easy to do in Photoshop. If you want to learn how to do that, you can just click right up here. But this is in video. So here we have this video clip, and let's say we want to remove the ship in the background. We're just going to brush over it, just like this. And then it'll just take a second to load up, and then we can play it back, and the ship is completely gone. We didn't have to do anything manual. The Magic AI tool removed it for us. Let's try it with one more.
I wonder how it works with movement. That's a pretty basic.
Yeah, exactly.
basic
Like a
as shit.
car driving by or something.
Yeah.
Or even just a shaky camera.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Because that's like the shots they're showing are really easy.
This is Runaway?
Now we can play it back, and just like that, it's gone. Comparing this to the current workflow for content-aware fill in After Effects, Runway's tool is a lot faster. But
Will it give you like ProRes back or for the alpha or?
I think so.
so you can actually edit your videos inside of Runway ML's project builder here. And
That's crazy though, huh?
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna check that out. Especially for the roto stuffs.
Yeah,
That's half as good as Fez. That's like,
That's nuts, dude. That guy running.
yeah.
How fucking annoying that would be. I mean,
Yeah,
how long that would take to
Yeah.
cut that guy out.
Yeah.
That's not an easy one. That's not.
No way.
He's like changing.
And the
form.
green jacket on the green, like leaves.
Yeah.
It's fucking, dude, most shit. That would fuck up After Effects' Roto Brush. That would be like, good luck, homie.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Whenever I use RotoBrush too, it's like not that there's a lot of noise, like between
Yeah.
frames. It's like moves around.
Yeah,
a
if
lot
it's
and-
anything with a lot of blur or anything,
Yeah.
or just like not super static, it's pretty shitty, I feel like.
yeah, that's. Oh yeah, gotta
Yeah.
try it.
That's really cool.
Try it out.
It's crazy how much web-based stuff is coming out.
Yeah.
There's like this really cool 3D editor out that's all web-based now. It's called Spline, I believe. And like it's free and the whole app is on your web browser. It's impressive. Because I can sit here on an iPad and you can start doing like 3D design, like little interactive stuff. Do we want to wrap it up? Is there anything you want to say, Michael? Is there anything you want to say to the world?
Hello world. Sorry, this episode sucks.
Hey, they can't all be gems.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna be Mr. Positive over here.
Yeah. Well,
But love you all.
love you.
Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.